January is one of those months where I tend to make a lot of things. It's cold, the holidays are over, and I find I have more time to focus on me, and I start off very motivated to bring my crochet game to the next level. This year was the same, but oh, so different. I made more in January than ever before. Giant dragons, Imkin cuties, plushy potatoes. I made so many things, and some of them I didn't really want to make but felt like I had to. But overall, I did make 18 things in the month of January, so we're gonna go ahead and go through them all and give a little story on why I made that particular item. So January started off with a bunch of Imkins. So yes, I did crochet a ton of Imkins, and that is because I wanted to get the full Imkin experience from the Crochet Imkins by Megan Lapp. And I do have a video explaining my entire review of that book. You can go ahead and check that out if you want more information on all of my Imkins. But here they are. I made 4 Imkins total in the month of January. Now I did have fun making the Imkins, but watch that full video if you want my full thoughts on the Imkin making process. So the next item is this adorable sloth. This is a pattern by Amigurumi Patterns LV. I did get this pattern off of Etsy, and this was actually a commission. I had a lot of fun making this sloth. It was a really cool experience. The sloth worked up really quickly, way faster than I thought it was going to. The pattern is written beautifully. It can be a little confusing at times when you are trying to line up color changes with certain parts of the body. You have to move your stitch marker and things like that. And this pattern made that whole process very easy. This designer explained it super well, and the finished project was so cute. I did make the little claws with polymer clay, and I thought they turned out really fun. And I also did use needle felting to do a lot of the details, which was also kind of a nice change in pace. Overall, I do recommend this pattern if you are more, I would say, of an advanced beginner to intermediate crocheter and amigurumi maker. I had a lot of fun. It was a great pattern, and I loved how this turned out. So the next 2 amigurumis I want to talk about is Ludwig and Lorna Lovebug. I did a pattern test for Shannon from The Spoony Stitcher, and these are her Lovebug patterns, and look at how cute they are. I did have a blast making these. These were a really nice break from some of the other patterns that I was making this month, and they worked up super quick. They were very easy to do, and I love the shape of these love bugs. The shape that each color change makes, just, oh, it's a special little touch that I think makes these love bugs just too cute. I did use the Juicy Couture, chenille yarn from Joanne, and it was a nice experience. I had a good time making these. My kiddo has already claimed these 2 as her own, but I plan to actually make 2 more for my kiddo's teachers because I think these are the perfect Valentine's Day teacher gifts. I don't know, I just think they're so cute. They work up really quickly, they're really fun, and it's an overall fantastic pattern. So please go check out the free pattern from the Spoony Stitcher. So the next items I want to talk about are probably my favorite things that I made this month, and that is a collection of the Itty Bitty Mini Pops. This is a pattern by Cable and Canvas, and this is my first Cable and Canvas pattern. Now, because I was finally able to buy new patterns in January, I took a year off of buying patterns as a New Year's resolution. This was the very first one that I purchased, and I'm so glad I did. I've been seeing this pattern everywhere, and I just wanted to try it out, and it is so fun. This pattern is addictive. I typically don't make multiples of amigurumi. I just like to change it up. Once I finish a project, I need to start on a new one, but I just couldn't help but make mushroom after jellyfish, after flower. I had so much fun making these. I did make a total of 4 of them, but one has been sent away, but these were so nice. These were a nice palette cleanser while I was crocheting my giant dragon, and I needed something to take my mind off of it. They just work up so fast. They're so fun. And this pattern is excellent. I would say these are a middle beginner pattern, not quite advanced beginner, but I wouldn't start off with this being your very first amigurumi project. Get a couple under your belt, and then these are going to be the perfect addition to your collection. Oh my gosh, I can't rave about this pattern enough. I can't believe it took me so long to finally make some pops, and now I can't stop making them. Next up, we have the Valentine's Day Sloth Cupcake. This is a pattern by Poppet Moon Crochet, and I did include this pattern in my Amigurumi Valentine's Day pattern video. And after I made that video, I had to make this. I do have a friend who has a birthday relatively close to mine. We were getting together to celebrate our birthdays, and she loves sloths. So I was like, why not make this cupcake for her? And it turned out so cute. I can't believe this is a free pattern on Instagram. This was so wonderful. It worked up quickly. It worked up easily. The pattern is super well written, and it's a very detailed amigurumi for a free pattern. I highly recommend you check out Poppet Moon Crochet's Instagram for this pattern. It is so good. I loved it so much, and this little sloth turned out so cute. Next up, we have my hula potato. Now, this is a pattern that I designed, and I was working on getting this pattern released over the next couple of weeks. But while I was making this plushy hula potato out of honeybee yarn, I decided against it for a couple of reasons. And because of that, this project actually brought me a lot of stress. It's not that it's hard to do. It's a very easy project. I'm very proud of the design. I think the potato is so cute in the little hula skirt, but I'm not going to get into it. There's just things going on with it that I'm not going to put it out there. And so as much as I had fun making my potato and how special she is for me, this pattern was definitely kind of stressful for me. Just from a standpoint of I want to start publishing patterns, but this just wasn't the one to start off with. And yeah, I still love her. I'll still cherish her, but there's my hula potato. Next up is my Tern Dragon. Now, this is definitely the project that caused me a lot of stress in January. And it's not because of the pattern. It is, I wanted to make my Iron Flame video. I've wanted to make that video since November. And because it was taking me so long to make it, I was getting so anxious to put it out there. I wanted to make this Ami. I wanted to put it out into the world and give you guys my review of Iron Flame. And because of that, I just was not as excited while crocheting this piece. I mean, I did have fun. Don't get me wrong, I did have fun. I do love my dragon. I do love the pattern and still highly recommend the patterns by Lyra Loon Designs. But I was so worried and so focused on the video aspect of this amigurumi that I lost sight of why I make amigurumi in the first place. And that is because I like to crochet toys. I am a giant kid at heart. This one turned in from me doing this as a hobby into me doing this as a job because I wanted to get the YouTube video out there. Does that make sense? I don't want it to sound like I didn't enjoy making Tern, but he definitely was a struggle in the month of January. And after I finished him, I didn't want to crochet anymore. I needed to take a break, and I don't like to feel that way. You know, people always say, you know, don't make your hobbies into a job. And even though it kind of is my job, I still want all of my amigurumis and my crochet things to come from a place of love and not come from a place where I'm just like, this is what I need to put out there for the internet. I feel like I did crochet Tern more for the internet than I crocheted him for me. Again, I am very proud of him, but gonna really try in February not to crochet things for the internet, but to just crochet things because I want to. So we are going to go ahead and end the January crochet with Agatha B and Dolly Parton. So one of my New Year's resolutions is to crochet one Peek-a-Pow friend a month and one iconic woman every month. And this month is Agatha B. I chose Agatha B because she is an aspiring tattoo artist. At first, I thought this was like a scarf and just some decoration. Oh no, Agatha B is tattooed, and I love that. I love the like neck tattoo and I love all the tattoos. I think she is so cute. I mean, look at some of this black work, really cute, right? I don't know. I just thought it was really cute that she is an aspiring tattoo artist, and it's no surprise I love tattoos. So I had to make Agatha B. She has these cute little boots that I thought were so fun. Agatha B is from the Animal Friends of Peek-a-Pow book number 2. And I absolutely love her and had a blast making her. And then for January, of course, I had to make Dolly Parton. Of course I did. Dolly Parton and I share the same birthday, January 19th. We also share it with Edgar Allan Poe. Lots of Janis Joplin, Michael Crawford, so many people with January birthdays. It's actually really kind of cool. But I had to make Dolly because we are birthday buddies, and who doesn't love Dolly Parton? While I was crocheting Dolly, I was listening to a lot of Dolly Parton, especially the Jolene album. I think that album is just perfect. And now my kiddo is also obsessed with Dolly Parton. I love her. Her little cowboy hat does come off, which is super cute. She has her little belt buckle. She is from the book More Crochet Iconic Women by Carla Matrani, and I absolutely love her. The book does recommend maybe sewing sequins to her jacket because you know Dolly, she loves sparkle. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I think that would turn out super cute. Overall, I do love how Dolly turned out. So the next projects are actually not crochet focused, but I did sew a little puppy for my kiddo. This is a pattern by Sewing Toys by Alex on Etsy. I really like their felt patterns, and so I did get some of their sewing patterns as well. And I started off small with this cute little puppy, and I think it turned out really cute. She's very dirty because my kiddo has been playing with her and sleeping with her, and she's been in the car and things, but this worked up relatively quickly. I sewed her up in just one evening, and I'm really happy. I did not have the proper color thread for the fabric though, so you can see the white thread, which it's whatever. This is for my kiddo. Keep an eye out because I plan to sew a ton of stuffies in 2024. And lastly, I did do some artwork in January, and I did make this adorable little wolf park ranger pin. He is an acrylic pin. You can see the backing there. And I don't know, I just think he turned out really cute. I really had a fun time with this artwork. I tried to keep my kind of eye style that I like to do for my artwork, but change it up a little bit, and I think it turned out great. These pins will be available on my website as soon as I do throw them up there. I did want to share those because I thought the pins turned out so cute. And I did want to share my Valentine's Day artwork. I have not made this into anything yet. I might place this onto a notebook or something along those lines. It'll definitely be a sticker as well, but I just made this cute little mushroom pun Valentine's Day artwork, and it was a fun little afternoon project that I made, so I thought I would share it. I did make a lot in January, and I do feel like the month was a success as far as the amount of projects that I made, but I feel like I did lose a bit of the time that I cherish when it comes to crocheting. I love to just sit down with my hook and make crochet toys and other toys and things because it's really what I love to do. I am very proud of everything that I made in January, but in February, I'm gonna try and go back to the beginning. Back to those early months when I had just first learned how to crochet, and I would pick one of my new Amigurumi books that I had just gotten, find a project that I really truly adored, and love and cherish the process of actually making that Amigurumi. But that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tell me, what did you make in January? Do you have a favorite project? Do you have a least favorite project? I would love to know. I think you are so wonderful. You are so fantastic, and I appreciate you so much. I love you all, and I will see you all a little later. Bye.